Witchcraft, the use of the elements and everything around us, and the history of it. Let's talk about it. Witchcraft has many different paths. You could work with crystals, candles, tarot cards, herbs, and any number of other things. And the average person is turned off from witchcraft because of how Hollywood has portrayed it. They've made it seem like it's a bad, evil thing. Witchcraft is not a religion, but is a practice. You don't have to be religious to practice witchcraft. Anyone of any religion, no matter what you are, can practice witchcraft. And you don't have to be predominantly female to practice witchcraft. You can be male as well. The 3 types of magic, that's spelled with a K to differentiate between the stage stuff and the real stuff, that I will be talking about is candle magic, crystal magic, and herbal magic. Witchcraft, or forms of it, because there's different forms that don't go by that name, have been practiced throughout known human history and can be found around in every single culture around the world. Witchcraft is a way of personal expression and self-identity, and my info comes from learnreligions.com, bodybasics.com, coventhethrifty.witch.com, and the crystal directory, the 100 crystals of positive manifestation by Sarah Bartlett. Let's first now look at how we do candle magic. Candle magic, at its base, is a simple form of magic. So to start off with, these are the basics. You have to decide on your goal and visualize the result, then focus your will to manifest said result. So when you're doing candle magic, you just basically light a candle and then you do that process. And some advice would be you need a candle that can burn easily and quickly so it doesn't take so forever to do the spell. And sometimes, depending on the type of spell that you're doing, you can carve a symbol or rune or whatnot into the candle to help the process of the spell move forward. Each color candle has a different meaning and purpose for it. When doing this type of magic, try to match the spell that you're trying to do with the type of candle that it would best correlate with. So that way the spell has better benefits to it. White candles, for example, can stand in for any other color candle that you wish to have. Red, green, blue, yellow, gold, silver, brown, black. This one can stand in for any colored candle that you wish. For example, red stands for sexual health, courage, and lust. Gold stands for financial gains and business endeavors. Purple helps with ambition and power. Black helps with getting negativity and helps with banishment. And pink stands for friendship, sweet, and sweet love. This is a pink one. These are red ones. And this is a blue one. It doesn't have to be any sort of fancy candle. You can literally use candles that you would get from the dollar store. Now that we've learned the basics for practicing candle magic, let's now take a look how to practice crystal magic, as I have learned from this book. Crystals have been used all across the world in different cultures for the ability to absorb energy. Crystal magic focuses on using crystals to harness and direct emotions to benefit yourself or another person. And you can attune said crystals to your own energy so that it can promote the emotions that the crystals represent and that you're wanting to get. Before you can properly attune a crystal to your specific energies, you have to reset the crystal's energies in general by either cleansing them with water or blowing sage smoke onto them. Those are both examples of how you cleanse crystals, so therefore you can then use them for yourself. And there are crystals that promote specific emotions to benefit you, or if you're using the crystal to help another, and they can help another person. Some advice would be when you're finding crystals to use, don't pick out one because, oh, you like that color or the way it looks. Find ones that you feel some sort of draw to and go based off your gut instinct. That's how you should pick out crystals, because that way they benefit you better. And there's a saying for this when it comes to picking up crystals. You don't choose the crystal chooses you. Some examples of crystals that I have found from this book are clear quartz, which is known as the healing crystal, and it can be used to amplify any of the other crystals that you could have, whether that's amethyst or opals or garnets or whatnot. A jade is used for fortune, wisdom, or good luck, and irradiates your good spirit. Fire opals are potent success and business boosters, and they help you to be optimistic. Ambers, now these are very interesting. They are a crystal for peace, balance, and wholeness, and they are used for protection from outside stress. So they would be good for when you're going to take a test, so the stressors off the outside would not affect you while using it. Lastly, after just learning about crystal magic, we can now learn about herbal magic. Herbal magic is used in a variety of ways. Herbs in magic can be used for healing spells, curses, banishing something negative, or even used in cooking. Herb magic can come in multiple forms, but the two areas that I will be covering are spells and potions. Herbs can be combined and formed into some sort of liquid or paste for healing purposes, or dried out and ground to use as a tea. And herbs can be used when conducting a spell by burning it, ingesting it if it's safe to do so. That's information you have to look up. Or it can be turned into a drink that you can then use in the process of a spell, say with candle magic, you can use herbs there. Or even with crystal magic, as I've talked about in the previous sections. Some examples of basic household spices or herbs that you could find that you can use for herbal magic are allspice, and allspice is good for money and luck, and it could be used in an herbal bath for healing purposes. Basil leaf, it's known for love and sympathy, and it's used to detox from drugs such as cannabis. It's a detoxer. Another one, which is more of one that you'd find outside, is called belladonna. It's used for healing and forgetting past loves, so your exes if you wish to. And it's used for protection when you hide it in your home. And the last one is clove powder. That's for banishing hostile or negative forces, so negative energies or bad intentions from other people. And it's used for protection, and it can be used, if done properly, for toothaches, earaches, and morning sickness. Let's summarize. Candle magic can be used to accomplish a goal. Crystal magic can be used to harness and use your emotions to accomplish a goal. And herbal magic can be used in conducting spells or for the healing arts. Now, after learning about these three types of magic, spelled with a K, within witchcraft, and how they are simple forms of magic, who among the audience would now have an interest in learning more about it and potentially even practicing it? Let me know in the comments.